Okay, now, should I admit Charles?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then, hey,
Hey,
Charlie.
Charles.
Hello. Something's going weird with my microphone.
No sign of Ashley yet?
Nope. Can you guys hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Not through my headphones, though. What in the world?
We're still waiting on Belgica to arrive at the office, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Alimang.
So Todd, did Belgica go to that Confinai conference or festival in Puyo?
I don't know, but this morning she was at her home, and she was about 10 o'clock or so where she saw her her messages and answered me. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to ask her, because this is like a festival for or a celebration of, I think, like 50 years of the founding of, I don't know how many years, but of Compagnie, or of, I don't know, but it was some kind of a big deal. And, the authorities of the Indian movement were all there. And, they were giving them chicha in, their best painted bowls. And one of them there was elodillas that she was giving them. And they were all, dancing and doing the drums and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that that she might be there. But this morning I forgot to ask her. I just asked her if she was able to come in. And so she was going to scurry over there. So at any rate.
Well, we'll have
Ashley,
to ask her.
who else is in this group?
Sorry?
Who else is in this class?
So we should have Ashley and we should have Jesus, but Jesus is really just sitting in and auditing. He graduated last semester, but he still enjoys coming to the class from he has a job. He's in the National Guard. But he has a really it seems like it's a really undemanding office job that he can just sit for long periods of time during. And so he usually likes to Zoom in with us, unless he's out of town,
I wonder if we got a long-term, if we get an arrangement to have Belgica at some kind of regular intervals, if it might not be better to meet with both classes. Just, I don't know, even if
with the first year and the second year.
Yeah. Just, because in some ways, just having just listening to Quechua from a native speaker and getting some sense of, that would be exciting, of what it would be like if they can go to Ecuador. And
I totally agree.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
There is there is live Quechua built into the grammar with the links, but it's not the same thing as interacting with the speaker. So,
yeah.
And it looks like, Charles, are you going to be teaching Quechua first year again next fall?
I should be, if enough people sign up, yes.
Okay. So
we're hoping that they do.
Yeah. I don't think sign up is available quite yet. There's no way.
No, it's not yet.
Yeah. Usually that's not a problem. Almost every semester, people just come out of, I hate to say they come out of the woodwork. It makes them sound like little insects, but it's amazing how many people have some kind of a connection with either Quechua or Quechua languages, and they hear about this class and then they sign up. In the bad old days, when we didn't have on-site instruction, they would sign up and then they would drop within a week or two.
Yeah.
So you've managed to juggle the balls really well this year with how many students? 5, 6?
Last semester we had 5. This semester we have 4.
Okay, still, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm pleased. So.
Yeah, and you've got good students too, is my impression.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I think what Todd and I are gonna do is we're together writing a letter to Rebecca Marks. You don't really need to know this, and
okay.
It's not really confidential in that it's a big secret, but maybe just keep it under wraps, but we're going to
All right.
write her and see if the Center for Language Studies would be able to kick in some money to pay Belgica, because right now it's
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of coming out of Todd's pocket. And I mean, labor in Ecuador is really not that expensive. It's $20 a day, and I think we ought to be able to. They ought to be able to come up with $20 once every 2 weeks. You know, $40 a month for, and then 3 semesters. That's a little over $100. That's not much at all.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So I just realized I have Ashley's cell phone number. I'm going to quickly send her a message.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know if she shows up here.
Yeah. And also, Charles, I should have your cell phone number too, in case, like in situations like this, if there's ever an emergency. Hold on, let me just finish texting. Hi, Ashley.
All right. I'll just send you my
Yeah,
number
perfect. Perfect.
on the chat here.
Okay.
There you go. I think you should
Thank
have
you.
it in chat.
Okay, I just texted Ashley. All right, let me add yours. Text add. And your number is 792.
And I was going to ask you guys, do you guys know anything about the possibility of the virtual study abroad happening?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's that's not the problem at all. I mean, it's pretty much going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be participating in it as well.
All right.
And
Yeah, it would probably be good for us to connect to Charles's class quite soon and explain this.
Yeah.
how many people in your class have been awarded the FLAS?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because everybody who applied basically got it.
Okay.
So-
I haven't received any emails about any of it yet, so I haven't asked them anything about it.
But you received a flash though, didn't you, Charles?
I did for these past 2 semesters. I haven't received any
For the summer?
information about it for this summer.
Well, I heard from James Mayo that all of the students who applied for Quechua summer FLASs got them.
Oh, great.
So, yeah. So
Except, well, who are the people in your class, Charles?
So Anna.
Yeah. Anna, Lydia, Preston, and no, Zach was last semester. I almost said Zach. Why can't I remember his name? Nate.
Okay.
Anna, Lydia, Preston, and Nate.
Yeah.
Anna and Lydia definitely got.
Yes.
And then so did you.
And I don't know who the fourth one was.
And then Ashley.
Ashley. Yeah,
And
those
then,
are the 4.
And then Elena Thompson as well.
Well, Elena was on a waiting list.
Is she on a waiting list? Okay. Was there somebody besides Lydia that I'm missing?
Well, I think we should talk to James Mayo and see where they are. But at any rate, I think we are going to have the program virtually.
Okay.
And it's going to be lively.
Right.
We're going to, Belgica will be there, and Nelly, and Nasario again with his music, and Janis and I, and Armando will be teamed up with Nelly. But we'll try to get native speakers in there. Since I'm in Ecuador, also we'll have, we can pull in a greater variety of native speakers that are just around.
Last summer we did it virtually, but Todd couldn't be in Ecuador.
Oh.
But this summer he's going to be there, and I'm getting permission from I'm trying to get permission from BYU to go there with my research funds as well. Even if I don't get permission, BYU would be okay with me going if I pay for it myself. So I'm going to be in Ecuador no matter what.
All right.
So I'll be able to hook up with you guys from Ecuador for at least part of the instruction, and then I'll also be zooming in once I get back.
Okay.
Oh, Belgica's here.
Oh.
So Todd, should I admit her or do you want to?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just clicked on it there. She's coming in here. Let me see. I don't see her though. She's still connecting.
Hey, Ashley, it's Janis. How are you doing? Okay. Are you not able to be in class today? Okay. Are you at the doctor's office now or are you at home? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad I know that you're going to be okay. Okay, I got to go. We're on Zoom with Belgica now. Hope you feel better really soon. Oh, okay. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Belgica. Ashley's at a doctor's office recovering from a bad reaction she had to something, but she should be zooming in about 30 minutes. I know.
Okay.
Oh, if she was here, now she's gone.
Well, they're just fixing it, setting up the space.
So Todd, that message that I sent to Rebecca, or that I composed to send to Rebecca, does it need much tweaking, or do you think I think maybe I should add the first year students as well.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just have gotten sort of like I'm on one Zoom call and one phone call after another. This morning I've been trying to deal with some small crises with the Wauranis and USFQ.
Oh no, sorry about that.
Oh, they're all just silly stuff, but the main, not everything is silly, but the Aurora, the person who cooks for them and works closely with us there, went into labor, and she's in their canoe coming out, and somehow or another we thought the
Hi, Janis.
Hi, Ashley. I'm having a conversation with Todd right now. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You could.
Okay.
Would you be able to zoom in from your phone?
I can try, yeah.
Do you have your story handy? Because I've got it on my computer if you don't.
I think I have it in the email that you sent me,
Oh, okay, okay,
so I could just read that.
okay. That would be awesome.
I think if I zoom from my phone, I can't do video. Would that be okay?
I think so. If we can hear you, that's pretty important. I mean, we'll miss seeing your face, but
Yeah. I can try to get it to do video. I just haven't been able to do that before.
okay.
But I can, yeah, try that.
Okay, Ashley, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Ashley, sorry. So the cook went into labor?
yeah, and then we had a mix up on the day when they were supposed to be picked up at the bridge, and they're all wet and waiting at the bridge.
Oh no.
And then also, then also, I don't know, they got internet today. They got internet, but they're supposed to pay it today. And they don't have the money to pay it. And I don't know, just little stuff that we're trying to work out.
Just a day in the life of Todd Swanson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any rate,
Organizer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Belgica should be on now. Ali Punja Belgica. Tiangicho. Uyangicho.
Dari mana Tiangchu?
Ah,
Dia
Okay, I think
Nimi.
Alipunja Belgica.
Alipunja, Kausangicho.
Yuka Kausanimi.
Nukas Kausao Nimi.
Kamba
Imawa
video
mana
man.
rikuringu. Mana rikuringichu. Imawa mana rikuringichu.
Nyapa chapangi nyapa kai estiu Nimi.
Okay. Yuka pensarani Belgica aya chari nyari.
Wanyus kapitaya ganga ya. Amkata Kausao.
Ah.
Ya, konang ya tandarina kunchi Reiki. Ashley was tiang Reiki.
Oh.
Kausauska.
Kausashka pai kausagliaita doktor oficinai mau. Ah, ya.
Doktor ofisi.
Chingaring?
Chingaring kon. Mai tatakalpang.
Ai alipunja kunang ya kai confinaya histata gustarangicho canelospi.
Maybe?
Canelospi confinai istachari paigona. Chari
Cari
now.
ya. Mana rikurani chunyuka ka.
Ah, mana?
Mana rikurani chunyuka wasi maurani.
Teo asulai.
Teslay mana
Teo
rikurani.
sulai.
Chahna shamana kana los piaushina shamana rikurani.
Ali mang. You kanchi ya presentación gunata you kanchi ya rimanata munanchi kamba partimanda kamba raigo nya
Nya
kang uyangi chimanda nya kang ya ali chingi chari.
indaya mana aliak palichishon. Aliak pi mana alichishon.
Jasna. Ya. Pita nyaupata nya rimanata munang. Ashley Ucharas. Ashley, we'll give you because you're in unusual circumstances, maybe we should give you the first choice to either wait or go ahead. Chapanata munangi?
To tell my story now or to tell it later?
Yeah.
I think for me it would be better to tell it later.
Okay. Now, Ashley Washa Quintanga, Carlos Nyaupa Quintanga.
I know.
Mana nin.
Uyarangichu.
Inda uya ni.
Inda? Alimang. Yuka linguisticata estudiani. Linguistica shina mang. Da. Tukui shimi piti guna yuhmang. Kai piti guna tandarina kukpi shimi tuku. Da. Runa shimiwi shuk shimi tiang kai shimi mikuni. Ishkai pitita charing. Miku ni. Chukpiti miku mang.
Mikui.
Nda. Miku ning shimi churasha. Nda. Chukpiti ni ning nyokaya. Tandarina kukpi miku ni nyuka mikuni ning. Nda. Nyuka mikuni. Español shimi was pitita charing. Kai shimi comes, ishkai pitiwas charing. Chukpiti kom ning mikuna, shimi chorasha, nda. Chukpiti es ning ganglias. Comes, kom es tandarina kusha, ning gang mikungi, nda. Kai shimi felizmente ishkai pitita charing. Español shimi vi. Chukpiti feliz ning kushi. Chukpiti mente ning ya. Mente ya shina mang. Ya shina. Felizmente tandarina kusha ning kushilya. Yuka kushilya sini. Así. Nda.
Ciertamente.
Nda. Kang kushilya mente. Kushilya asingi. Mente mang ya shina. Tukui shimibi. Kai pitita. Shukpiti shina manaung shuk shimibi. Miku mang kom español vi. Ya mang mente español vi. Nah. Cita estudiani linguistica.
Cierto, alemán.
Karaigo. Nah.
Just namang linguistica.
Частном.
Yukanchinya chu pitinchi shimigunata.
Ya chau pitanya.
Just namang kunang nya Ashley chari doktor wan quintanakung. Ashley, are you there or are you talking to the doctor? Yeah, kunang mana uyarinju.
Ya chingaring.
Yeah, Ashley, shuk presentación te charing. Kai presentación wawayana partimanda. Yeah.
Wawayana partimanda.
Wawayangao manachu. Imineta warmi lulung tiang chimandakari lulung tiang. Kai guna nya tarabana kunaung. Wawayana tukungao. Yeah, manachu. Chimanda warmi week sayuk tukung. Kai warmi week say chari. Kai kari lulung, warmi lulung. Yeah, tandarina kunao. Manachu. Wawata. Yeah, rachingao. Wawa tukungawa. Chita quintanata munang. Ashley. Kunang rikuring. Ashley, do you want to read your thing now? Are you okay, first of all? Did the doctor speak to you?
Yeah, so I should be out of here in a few minutes. Yeah. So I could read my document now if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you in the room by yourself?
Yeah, they're just having me sit in the room and then coming every couple minutes to check on me.
Okay. Would anybody be upset if you took off your mask?
I can do that.
Yeah, maybe it's just easier to be heard. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I introduced a little bit about your topic for Belgica. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nyukata uyangichu.
Nda uyanyimi.
Uyangichu. Ari. Nyuka kilkana Nyuka kilkana kunata preparashkani.
Ya.
Kunan punja kari guna ushaita rimangami rani.
Ya.
Paiba sinjita imashinata rikuchin. Imata cari ninaon paiba ushai partimanda.
Ya.
Kariguna vinsin nyaunchu warmigunata. Warmiguna randi vinsinaon karigunatachu. Paiguna pura tarabanakunaunchu imata cari ninaon. Kunan rimashun wiksayuk tukana.
Tukuna.
Tukuna ari. Biologia kamukbi shukguna kasna kuintanaon.
Ya.
Paiwarmi lulunga yanga tiasha wawa lulun wasibi chapangao kari espermata. Kari sinji esperma ali waitan warmi lulun pakamungao.
Paktamungawa.
Paktamungawa. Chiraigu cari shukguna ni naunshi warmiguna yanga manaon. Warmiguna kilya manaon. Warmi lulun yanga tianaon kariguna aliman kari sinji manaon. Antropologia guna randi minaonmi. Biologia quinta yuyaya man.
Julia man.
Yulyai man.
Ya.
Pai quintaga rikuchisha imata runaguna kirinaon. Warmiguna partimanda, kariguna partimanda. Kikin quintaibi warmi lulunga mana yanga tiyak an.
How you doing?
Good.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
Or not really?
No, I'm feeling better.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to sit for a little bit longer? You want to try walking?
I'll sit for a little bit.
A little bit longer? Perfect.
Lo siento.
Money you must change.
Kikin quintaibi warmi lulunga mana yanga tiyak an. Kari espermaga mana sinji waitak an. Randiga warmi lulunga kari espermaga parihu tarabanakunaon. Wawachingao. Chasnayata kariguna ka warmi gunaga parihu tianaon. Chasnayata kariguna warmi guna gunawan tarabanakunaon. Tukui.
I got at you, Ashley.
Mana imas.
Ali Jingi.
Belgica, kamba yu yaibi imata pinsangi.
Oh, Belgica, alira indinikangi pai rimaskara. Mana alira indindiktiga tapungi paita.
Mana alimara nyukanya imasti intindirani wing pai rimaskata.
Ya. Sinaipe, bueno, pai tapón, runa, yacha y ukui, y más nara, yari nunca y wawa tukunamanda.
Wawa tukunamanda ka mana mashintanishkangi pariu ali ashami wawa tukunata ushan mana parihu ali ashaga mana wawa tukunata ushanju.
Kari lulung y warmi lulung u warmi kari.
Warmi kari parihu manda ali asha wawa tukunata ushan. Dino kari mana ali api warmi ali api mana ushan wawa tukunata.
Entonces, kari chari yapa pinyagang y mana ya pai makang warmita. Si manda wawa mana tukung gauna, wawa guna mana tukung gauna, chi sami kari manda?
Wawa tukunga chahnasha was mana imashintanishkangi mana parihu pura ali ashkashina wawaga alitaga anga.
Ali ta parihu ya tarabana kusha, rimana kusha, ya tukui guna tarasha, chimanda wawa mas ali tukunga.
Chiviga masa ali wawaga paiwa subinyanga.
Imachari, su warmi sayok tukukpe, imachari kari mana alira purin paiwa, onsa makasha, onsa chignisha, pasa nunchi kim iskun kilyata. Mas narpagaringa wawa.
Wawa pagarisha was mana ali tunu pagaringa shuka waka shuka imatunus rigra mana tunu washa tulu fakirishka shina chasna tunu.
Sinape intero iskun kilyay kari ali tratana mana piñarina shina purisha parejo purisha chivi alira pagarin wawa.
Llega wawa alita pagaringa paiwa somak mamas ali yuyaywan mana llakirisha tukuyakpi kaña wawas alita llukshkan nisharukukuna puinta ganachita.
Su tapuna maikan minun maikanbi ansa iksay warmita ansa maikanbi muskuibi shamun su yakuruna shino ansa uyarani maikanbi chi yakuruna pai wawa ya cuenta tukunga chi napi ansa mal pagaringa wawa
Indaya kotimanalita.
en este caso iski ya charin o porque su paiwa kikin kari su ya mami ya kuruna randiga
Ya kuruna churashkakpiga izianga mirauya wawa.
Imagínate yakuruna churangarang paita.
Ya kuruna ka churangara muskuibi.
Muskuibi.
Muskuibi kari shamusha aliruna shamusha chasnausha nya wiksayangara pai.
Shuk warmi pai kari chari nya pai kari manda nya wiksayang. Nya chi wawa wiksa ukui nya winyang. Pero charak mana pagarishka. Chi warmi chari muskun yakurunata. Aliruna nyarikure.
Rikuri pai muskuibi.
Kai yakuruna paiwas churanata ushang paiwas nya kai wawata nya yaya tukushina.
Yaya mau kotisi yakuruna mi yaya kauchi. Paglaibi agrandiga yanga yaya tukugla mau chasa tukusha wawa iziasha maikanga wanyu gagashka chasnaka.
A ver, chapangi. Do you guys understand what she's saying? She's saying we've kind of gotten off the topic of sperm and eggs, but we're talking about the conditions of a baby being happy and healthy when it's born. She's saying if a woman is pregnant and she dreams of a yaku runa, that the baby will be born not in an optimal way. It might become idziashka. Idziashka, ya manatara baiba. Manachu. Idziashka manatara banata munang, mana aicha apinata munang. Chasna idzian.
Idziashka ganya wanyu kalyarin garang ispaima kuina tukusha.
Ah.
Wow, amana kausangarang.
Okay, so she's saying idziashka. I misunderstood. Maybe that's another meaning of idziashka. Idziashka means the baby becomes ill. It might have diarrhea and fevers, and it might not live. So that's what would happen to a baby that the mother dreamed about a yakuruna while she was pregnant. The baby is compromised because of that dream, because the yakuruna has a bad influence on the baby.
One of the things, that's interesting about this that we could ask more about, but I think it's really common, just like in any pregnancy, it's really common to worry that your baby is going to be in some way deformed or that it won't be born healthy. I think almost every parent, but I think especially women who are pregnant have that fear at some point, for whatever reason. If they're older, maybe they were afraid of Down syndrome. If they're younger or something else, but you always wonder about that. And so what I've noticed with Quechua women is that this dream of a yakuruna does not have to be explicit. So maybe you just, generally though, it would probably be somebody maybe foreign or mestizo looking. So the woman might have a dream, for example, just that she went into Puyo and went to the bank, and she got in there and there was a teller in the bank that was flirting with her, who wasn't native. She might then think that that's a yakuruna, and that she could have gotten pregnant from that contact. And that can then really haunt. The person can think that they're carrying a deformed child and they won't even get an abortion or just become very depressed, or because these dreams don't they don't have to be explicit. So there's a whole variety of dreams that the woman might dream of some man who's not native, or it could even be that she just dreams that she goes to a river or is in the forest and meets some strange man who might be native, who might seem, but because it can be in a whole variety of ways. But it's very common to cause that the normal fear of having that you're carrying a deformed child is that fear is augmented or mediated in Quechua thinking by this idea.
Interesting. I want to ask her about the man's role and his actions and how that might also influence a not great outcome of the baby. Belgica, shuk uruno walmi nya wiksayuk charian. Chimanda paibakusa nya aichata hapingao urishka. Paibakusa nya ima shinata nya purinata monang paiwawa ali yukshichung nisha. Ima guna mana ranang, ima gunata alitarana, ima gunata manarana intendengichu. Por ejemplo, shukrunachari palo tarikon. Aichata hapisha, purisha sachai, chimanda kungaya, nya palo tarikon. Kai palo nya mana ali palo. Kai palo nya kiwirishka chariang. Torsarishka. Mana mana ali tadi kuring.
Nya.
Imata cari pasanggarang wawawang. Chihuahua pagarikpi.
Wawa paga. Viksa yugashka mana imas chau. Nya chihuahua pagarishka aushkai bichita wanchik pimi yangas chipahu tukusha wanyunga wawa.
Chi palo chi kiwirishka palo rikukpi.
Ndaya pai nya chita pai yaya apiha chipalu tawanchik piga wawa ganya wanyu ikalaringa pahu tukusha.
Imata paho tukusha.
Pahu yang wawa nya chi palu ta imagina ta kushpariu tarikungi salata kiwirisha nya wanyu ikalaringa ran wawa. Chita chi pahu ta yachak apa mama warmi shuwarmi yachak asha chipahu ta yachak chita pichakpi pasasha nya alitukungaraw. Dinu
Pichana. Okay.
Dinu kanya wanyunga chiwawa mana ambiringa chasta tukusha.
Paco, Anya, su enfermedad cuenta, pero si animal cuenta wanyuna.
Chahna tuk.
Si traigo ansa paiwa si animal paiwa wanyu y apen.
Si país wanyu uskan kuintala tatukusha wanyu ikala ingaran wawa.
So Chapai, yeah, Carlos the Pasashun. So Charles, I'm asking about the things that a father should or shouldn't do while his wife is pregnant. Belgica says pretty much it's okay whatever he does in the forest if the baby is still in the stomach. But once the baby's born, if he were to see a snake on the ground, sort of thrashing around or twisted, that would be very bad for the baby, and it would cause a paho, or a kind of an illness. Like Todd said, enfermedad china, pero it's something that passes from what an animal or a non-human is doing onto a human.
I think the husband would have to kill the snake, though.
Okay, that's right.
Okay.
He said, and she said,
is what happens when you kill a snake and it's reacting afterwards. But it could be any animal that the father kills that will be transferred to the killing of the baby, but the baby will die in the way that the animal dies, because the animal's death is transferred to the baby. And then, but if there's a person, and you have to have a special gift for this. It's not just anybody who can sweep for anything, but if you have a special gift for this kind of a paco, it's like there are people who have the antidote for different kinds of paco. And you have to have the antidote for that kind of paco. And then if you sweep the child, that can reverse it.
Okay. Belgica, warmi wawayashka washa paibakari mana apinata mana ushanju mana wanyachinata.
Munashaka chiraiko sasina imasti ni mana palutas wanchina ni motosera tapijes mana motosera tarabana.
Mana motosierra tarabana. Mana ruyata kuchuna.
Mana ruyata kuchuna chita kuchupiga wawa yana tukusha wanyu kalyaringa.
Masna punja gama. Mana apinata ushanju mana wanyuchinata ushanju. Masna punja gama wawa yashkai washa.
Wawa yashka manda nya killa gama sasinan killa gama sasisha nya chivi aliankaran wawa. Chimanda chima. Dino pagarishka mayangle apik piña wawa wanyu kalyaringaro. Imagina rasha mana chita yachak tiak piga. Imagina rasha ambisho.
Sinaliara Belgica kari mana guerra marina sinane.
Nga manarina. Illa papi wawa nya wanyu kalyaringaro.
Charles, did you understand what we're saying? Sasina is to fast, but in this case, you're fasting from your normal activities, not of eating, but of hunting, cutting down trees.
Okay, I heard the cutting down trees thing and something about the baby starting to die and stuff.
So
pieces.
for a whole month after the baby's born, the husband has to refrain from any of these normal activities. Yeah. Yeah, she can-
it would be interesting. I don't know if we could find that out here, but in the Apache and Tohono here, for the same reason, men couldn't go on a raid or to war when they had a baby, but it was the man's activities were much more tied in than just that to their wife's reproductive cycle. So it was like it would be dangerous to go on a war party if the man's wife was having her menstrual cycle, for example. And
because she's symbolically polluted.
well, not so much. And I'm trying to figure this out, but it's not so much. It's not a matter of pollution. It's a matter of it's tied somehow or another into the reproductive cycle. In the same way, for example, that women, Quechua women, avoided going into the chakra during their menstrual cycle. It's not because it's a pollution, but because menstruation is a sign of the end of a pregnancy, and the tubers in the ground are the babies of the chakra mama. So if she goes in when she's menstruating, it will abort. It'll be like not an abortion, but a miscarriage.
A miscarriage for the tubers.
For the tubers, right?
Okay.
And then one of the reasons why menstruating women couldn't touch blowguns or shotguns and so on seems to be for two reasons. One is that that anything like a thunderbolt, the thunder, or shooting a blowgun or shooting a shotgun is associated with male sexuality, so that the potency is like the potency of an ejaculation, let's say. So female contact with a woman will dissipate that. That's why women go out and blow into the sky when there's thunder, and men can't dissipate thunder, but women can. So the women will go out and blow at the thunder. But in the same way, if menstruating women, and this is probably just because it was a sort of sign of female sexuality, touch a shotgun or touch a blowgun, it dissipates. So it doesn't have the power to shoot. But there's also the other reason is that when the man is hunting, he's doing so with the help of the Sachawarmi, who's like a spirit forest wife. And she supposedly can tell by smell, and she will get jealous and not help the man hunt.
Interesting.
But I mean, it's an interesting thing to explore, because I think the whole it's a more complicated relation to the reproductive interaction between men and women, and probably what we have now in the Quechua Shuar world is a kind of it's partly forgotten, because all of the menstrual taboos and so on are no longer really kept. So it's a part of a larger picture anyway.
Wow. I wanted to ask her about the difference between paho and yumingana. Belgica, ima shinata intendisha nya yumingana. Imata yumingana, imata paho nya chikang sami manachu.
Chikang sami ma yumingana ka. Yumingat piga tukuna maonquilla, puñugla, manatarabantayuyari, chasna chiman yumingashka.
Imawa nyuka mana yumingashka, mana tukunata munanichu. Imashinata yumingai nya tukuima mani.
Yumingak binya chirai kunyi kanda puño itiangara umana nye tarabana ya manjangara ni taksarina ni polatu mailana ni kiwa alimana nya imatas mana yuyari nya puño sha mikunata mikushko asha gachai polatu untasaki sha puño sha chiman yumingashka. Chita.
Kilya shina tukushka.
Illa shina tokuna chiman yumingashka.
Pero mana nyuka culpa chan nya yumingashka nya
Yumingashka
shuk
shuguru.
yachakchari nya
Chasna wangara. Shitashka cuenta tokungaron chasna. Chitaga kumishin wayusa wang kumishin wanga kushnichisha wayusa wang armachisha chiwi pasa kashka chi yumingashka.
Imata rangi kumishinwan.
Kumishin kushnichina.
Kushnichina.
Kushnichina wang kushnichisha Nyachi ima kumishin
Kumishingwasi.
kumishin wasi wang nya kushnichin garange kangachi. Chasa ki imas de yumingashka kilasha tiautaga. Chiwi chiwasha wayusa yanushkawan arma chingarange. Chiwi nya uchu kachi mana mikungaraunchi arma chishkaruna. Chiwi pas.
Imagina te yan arma chingi wayusawan nya sound alingi.
Intira ijeta sau arma chinaya. Armangaraunchi runa. Serenoi yanusha pagarichisha. Chiwasha charmashkawasha. Chiwasha uchu kachi tamana mikungarau chiruna. Chiwi nya chipai puño itiaga yumingashka wing pasangarau. Chimandaga ali koti tukungarau chiruna. Mana kilyangarau. Chasnam.
Ya, de repente kungaya yumingashka tukungmai, tukuimai shukruna manachu. Ya, mana yachanchu. Mana yachanchichu. Imagina te tukung, pero yumingashka shina tukung.
Chiga yumingashka mang niganau chiga. Chasnarakpi pasangarau chiga.
Charles, did you get that?
Not really.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yumingashka means it's somebody who becomes lazy, they sleep all the time, they can't do anything, they're unmotivated. Shitashka shina. Yeah, yachak shitashka shina. It's as if a shaman has thrown darts
Throwing
at
them
them.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, throwing darts at them. Okay.
It's as if they're hexed. And so she's saying there are all these remedies for that. You get wayusa water and you pour it over them. You get kumishingwasi, rupachingi.
Chiwan kushnichingaronchi.
Kushnichingi, yeah, and then you get smoke all around them, kushnichingi, and then that is supposed to be a remedy. Chimang, yumingashka ambi.
Yumingashka tambiringawachi.
Pero paho nya pichana man. Paho pichana. Masna paho guna tia now. Masna sami paho guna tia.
Paho ga tukuy sami paho tia. Mana salala paho.
Masna sami nya chungat sami u
Na chunga yali pasanga.
yali pasanga.
Janis, kanga tupungaran. Imas na sami sickness tiang hospital.
Mana you paipak.
Aha, mana you pay ba chas na lata tia.
Wow.
Ah,
Charles, go ahead.
Ash.
Ashkatia. I'm trying to see if she can give an example of other kinds of paho, but it's hard.
Yakupaco, imas na to, bueno, ejemplo ra kongi nya maikang sami paco tiang.
De conge. Yakupaho, sachapaho, lumupaho, palupaho, tamsipaho, kushipaho, tarugapaho, nyachas na ring ni mana toko chibag ashka.
Imata taruga paho.
Tarugapaho ga kasna muyu kasna aglunga ukto toko siapa nakunga. Kasna liyo kasna. Apa chiska kuinta?
Like shingles, I think it might be.
Oh, kamba aichai.
Ni aichai bichima taruga paho. Chitaga ambiwan imastisha mi tuguyachi ganao chi pahuta yachak pichanao. Chi ambiringarao chi taruga paho.
Imawa chasna shuti chinam taruga pa.
Nya paiguna rukuguna yachashka nya chi taruga paho. Tukushka nishka chasna tukukpi nya chita. Chi pahuta yachak ambingarao chitas.
Y Bélgica, o sea, su taruga manda pinunchi pajuta. O
Mana runa manda runa mi chi taruga pahu tukushkata masti imatayam. Inayu pundayachishkawan kay ambi ninchi ñukanchi. Chi ambiwan mi imasti chi ambi pundawan mi tuguyachinaw. Chi muyu kahna aglun yashka shina akta. Chita chasnarashami pichangaraun chiruna chipahuta chari chi ambiringaraun.
Ari, pero y más nara pinun, o sea, y más nara maimanda chimbachinchi, chipahuta.
Chipahuta ga chi ambiuruna tami shug apinata munashaga tawakuta chunga ishkay bulata kaymanda apisha mikunan chimi pahuta gaña pichasha ga chiruna apangaraw.
Ari, chita intendini, pero chipajo enfermedad, enfermo, paciente, me manda ping chipajo.
Sachaybi purushkay chasna tukunan.
Pero taruga manda.
Taruga manda manga kuti chasnapita taruga pahu nino. Chishi yandana ansashkay. Tau yandana. Chasa yandau pishi chitaruga pahu gatukuna. Chishi yandasha.
Chishi yandasha. Imawa chishi yandasha.
Kuti chishi wide yandapi chishi piñari gan taruga ga chi taruga piñarisha chari chi pahu taga imastin pa amyay biga shitan. Chi chasa tuta yandau.
Sacha, pai purina horas.
Pai purushkay buja tarang inisha si piñari
Ah. Y tuta manda yandakpi tau yandakpi mana piña.
Mana chica mana imas to konji pai. Tuta pai purin horas pi yandau pi piñari.
Let me just in English what I understand this to be, if one put it in a broader framework, although she might not quite say yes, but I understand the kind of theory of sickness behind this is it's a breakdown in relations. Yeah. And so you can have, the reason why you can have so many pacos is because you're related to so many things. Every kind of a species can give you a paco if you're wrongly related to it. Except that these pacos are tied to, sicknesses that we all get maybe, but that people don't understand. So this taruga paco is connected to shingles, and it's a more, it's a serious thing. But the way that it's explained is somehow a breakdown in a relation with deer. And in Navajo have the same thing. You have bear sickness and all kinds of different, if you cross their path wrong, etc. But it's a breakdown in the relation. And so there has to be somebody who has the gift of curing this relation. And that's what she was talking about when she misunderstood how does a patient get it. She thought I was asking, how is the ability to cure acquired? But, so here's what she's saying is that if you chop wood late in the afternoon at the time where the deer like to come out, that they might get angry.
So the idea is that they won't come out because they're afraid of you making that sound, because they're afraid of people being around and you're invading their territory.
And they get angry, and it's their anger that sends this paco.
Yeah. Belgica, taruga guna nya rona chano o man?
Arona man da to kuni gagano ya.
Yuka o yarani Luisa ta nya rona mana bautizashka runa akpi wan yusha wan yupi taruga tukunao. Pero mana kamba kirinsiat Chang u achwa runa guna kirinsia.
Achwa runa guna ibi chah na tukonan pero nya runa ibi kamana ya pashutia kamu ilana runa ibi.
Ya pashuti yashka. Pero achwa guna. Go ahead,
Mana
Charles.
shutia changon pegan.
Just wanted to clarify in English. So you were asking her if this is a Achwar belief or a Runa belief. Was the belief that if the thing isn't cured, you'll turn into a deer?
So I was asking her, do you believe that if people are unbaptized and don't have a name when they die,
Oh,
that
yes,
they will turn
yes.
into deer? Yeah.
I remember you talking about this
Yeah,
before now.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a question that she's not going to be able to answer, is whether it's an Achwar belief or not, because it's part of this. It's broadly diffused through what you might be called the sort of greater cultural area. So it's
Yeah,
something-
I know. I'm trying to bifurcate the areas too much when I say
yeah. So,
stuff like
but
that.
so she, I mean, that's something that's Andwa, Sapara, Bobanasa, Kichwa, Achwar, Shwar, but off into other groups too. But what's interesting to her is that she didn't understand the question. So what she's saying, the deer don't come from Quichuas now because they're all baptized.
Right.
But if there was somebody who wasn't baptized, it might be, you might turn into a deer, or they might have ancestors who weren't baptized.
Yeah.
But and the same thing would happen with most of the Achwa are baptized now, although baptized Protestant, but or at least they're many of them might not be baptized because they're evangelicals, and just nobody's gotten around to baptizing. They just hold their services.
Belgica, imagina-te bautizaș-că tu kungi. Ja. Imata ranau bautizakpi. Ja. Iglesia ukui chas na pasan u yanga sachai bautizanau runa wawa gunata chu.
Mana ya iglesia ibi bautisa gano ya runa gunta gawin gunata.
Ringunata. Masna kilya pagarishka washa u masna wata pagarishka washa.
May kanga kimsa watayog, may kanga iskay watayog, may kanga shug watayog, may kanga luluko tamar kachinata mo na siya ka kimsa kilayog. Tas nalata.
Chimanda bautizasha chimanda shuticina. Sorry, Charles, I'm taking up a lot of time with the questions. Did you want to ask a question?
I'm just trying to pay attention and see what I get, really.
Why don't you think of something to ask so you can have a chance?
Give me a second, yeah.
Okay. You could ask her about one of the pahos. There's a yaku paho, perhaps.
Yaku paho?
Yeah.
Do we know why these are called pahos and not just ungui or whatever?
Yeah. Paho is just, our understanding is that a paho is something that's a condition that an animal has that passes to people. And then an ungui, that's a good question to ask though. You could say, Ima diferencia tiang ungui y paho. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
There's diferencia from Spanish there.
Yeah.
Yep. Belgica. Imaray guta pai shuti paho and mana ungui chu. Ima diferencia tiang paho ungui.
Ungui paho. Paho ga chi paho ta chari pichak pi pasanga. Ungui ga chasnaya pasanga.
Muyuto upisha ungui pasanga chari.
Muyuto pikpinya pasanga ungui. Vuelta paho randiga masa muyuto pichik pi masa imak pis mana pasanga. Chiga chita pichak pi pasanga.
So for a paho, you need to be cleansed, swept. Yeah.
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 Masna Well, ima. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Ima sami paho tiang. Ashka paho tiang.
Ashka paho tiang nyaman yupaibak.
Not countable. Not
Oh,
countable.
okay.
Incalculably great numbers. I yaku paho ka? Imata yaku paho.
Yaku paho ang luluku awata. Yakui bikang lingi mastikpi manjarik sina tukungaraw. Chasa tukusha wawaga ruyak ta ispangaraw. Chimang yaku paho.
Ruyakta ishbangaraw?
Ruyak ta kichangaraw niya.
Kichanga.
Chas na tukusha niya wawaga wanyi kalaringaraw niya. Kushimi makuina sikima kicha niya wawawanyi garaw. Ruyak ta ispasha.
Did you understand that, Charles?
Not entirely, no.
Okay, so she's saying if you take a newborn baby and you suddenly put it in the water, it'll be startled and frightened, and then that will cause it to have this yakupaho, and the result of that is you'll see like this diarrhea coming out of it, and then the baby will begin to die.
It's like dysentery.
Dysentery. Yeah. Wow.
Belgica, may kambi Paco, por ejemplo, imachari su persona imachari su ali Paco tiang, o sea, su habilidad tiang imachari kambi su anga cuenta aicha apingaj su habilidad su animal manda imachari kamba yaya paiwa dikan su kai machinganga cuenta imachari pai chitang chi animal chi machinganga paiwa animal da pajo chimbachingnya alira aichapingawa o enfermedad o
Aicha tapingawa chiga.
Pero chitang machinganga pajo o mano.
Matching anga paho. Mana che matching anga taga imaste pukunai bi pai biria uskai bi michi pai ba shilu ta aspisha chipungarai bi kiki kacharisha chiwang mi biria kagara pukunata. Chiwi mi chasnare. Chiwang shitasha gamana kishpisha shitasha aichata wanchingawa. Chiga.
Pero machinganga siliwa.
Pai bashilyo ta aspisha chi mastiwi pungarai bichurasha.
Sinapichivi su poder cuenta chimbaching kai machinganga manda birituma.
Pukunama.
Y chitang pajo o mano.
Mana ya chiga mana kahna imahintanyishkangia pai api na ursata apishka chiga.
Pero chita mana sutichinong pajo.
Mana chita na pajo ta sutichinanjo.
Okay. It's a similar idea, though. I mean, you can get both abilities from, an enhanced relation to an animal and sicknesses. And she's not calling those the positive.
The positive transfers are not paho.
Yeah.
It's only negative. Belgica, armadillo paho tianju?
Armadillo paho inda chitaga armadillo tawanchik pichi wawa mi chasa tukonchi armadillo paho tukusha wanyu kaleringgaro.
Yeah, imaginate tukung kai wawa armadillo
wanyu chik peganche. Armadillo imastishka cuenta kushparisha tur siringawa.
Yeah, bola tukusha?
Bola tukusha chimandaga wawa sama nawata kaya kaya shuru 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 wariguata sama shawanyo ikallari kiwirisha
Manjanayakta.
manjana nyachana tukusha mana ambik tiak piganya wanyu makau mai kang wawa kanya paiguna yapakta imasti wanyu kaynya picha chikpisnya manambiring kanya wanyunga chahna raikunya punda chahna tukuleta paiguna picha chikpinya ambiri kang
Kang jasna wawa tukush kaita rikurangichu.
inda
Wagnawiwa.
nyukanya yung chahna tukukunata rikush kama kanchichi ambichishka kunata
Puma paho tia? Puma paho?
umapaho hasta kushawanyu mawawa ka ni shawanyu ka
Espuma pajo manda, por ejemplo, kanguna rukuyaya, el día cuentaca, pai wanyuskai ya puma tukuka.
chiga puma yuyu upi
Ajá. Sinakpi, pero pai causana horas, amigo tukuska puma gunawa. Kita manang puma pajo.
mana chiga na puma paho chan
Y warmi, ixayu juarmi, por ejemplo, ixayu juarmi su armadillo mikukpi, paiwawawa y machari tukungañas ansa.
wiksayuk pika mana imas tukunju wawa yashka ibi mikukpi chasna tukushawanyunga
Ajá, y pero chitas han armadillo pajo.
ainda chiga armarillo paho armarillo tamikushka paho tukusha wanchikpi armarillo tawanchishka paho tukusha
Eludia, ruya paho tia naunju? Ruya paho.
da ruya paho che wawa yashka ibis mana uyana niganam che nikta
Nya gyaum shina o imashina ta? Nya
verikta
ruya, chasna uyarik.
no bueno causoño en clase mau niña washa kayashkangi
Y chitan guión supai, guión pajo.
gi un paho niganam chitaga ruya manda
Imanda imashina ta pasang runata. Wawata pasang?
awawata pasan chita mana uyana niganam chiga chiruya gion kiwirishka shina shiwawas kiwirisha wanyu ikallari chiga chipaho ruya paho ta uyashka paho tukusha wanyu nisha chitawas ambiganam chita chipaho ta yacha gino ma chipaho ta yacha tiakpiga wanyunga mi wawaga
Chi wawa yaya chari kuchung ruyata. Chi manda.
mana sacha ibe uyarigan chasma
Yanga uyaring.
auchi uyarishkata shimana bultarisha rikunan maybita chasa uyarin nisha
Waira tiakpi.
waira tiakpi ruya pura shasna uyarishkay chipahu tukusha wanyu kallarigan niganan wawa
Charles, we're trying to find out about all these different. I'm just asking random questions about paho, and everything I've said so far, she said, yes, there is a paho for that. So,
Ya papaho tiang.
ya,
ashka pahu tiang mana tukuri bagani chiray kutamundo pahu tiaga
I wonder if there's other sound pajos like guión. That's something you shouldn't hear. And the twisting movement of the tree passes to the baby through the sound, which would be interesting.
yeah. Belgica, sisa paho tia? Sisa paho?
sisa pahu mana sisa pahu manda mana
Okay, we finally found it. Sisa paho mana tia.
There's something that there isn't a paho for.
Tamya paho tia?
samya pahu binda tiang
Imata pasang. Yeah.
tamya pahu tukusha wawa kanya chiri Chiri kasna bulawa tukusha wani kallaringa.
Bolawawa nya aglu.
Kasa aglu shina kai sacha sarambiwan chasna shina tukusha. Pero wawa chirilla uni wanyunga. Chima tamia pahu paiguna nishke.
Como gota de agua cuenta.
Chasa tuga pero ai chawawa gaña. Irito kunga kaya intira ai chawawa. Muyua tukusha.
What if those muyus are like raindrops? So I'm trying to get the connection to rain.
Chi shutuguna chi tamia shutuguna.
Au chasna shina muyu tukusha nya chirilla tukusha wanya chi. Cha tukusha chimi tamia pahu ni ganon. Chitaga sacha ibi tiagan kasna. Pukagla sisa wata sisa. Chita apasha chipangawang mi picha ganang chianda shutu pipanga ni ganang chipa iba sisawan. Chita apasha chita nina tapichisha chiwi ninay chi imastisha chiwang mi waktasha picha ganang. Tawa kuwang chi pasagan.
I also wonder if the reason why there's no flower paho is because they're too low animacy, or they're just too kind of nice and don't do anything.
Yeah, they're just so pretty.
Right. And so I don't know if pretty is low animacy, but they don't quite have enough, they don't do anything.
Yeah. Pishku paho tia now? Pishku paho?
Pishku paho tukuya sa wanyo kalarigan chasna lulu kuashkai bichi mas chi sami paho gatiagagan.
Maikang pishku paho paho manda
Porque pishku tawan chikpi mi chasa wanyo kalarigan
Pishku tawan you chikpi. Okay. Chimanda imashina to wanyo pi chasna wawa tuko.
Imagina chi pishku nya wanyo chasa lata wawa sa wanyo kalaringaron chasna lata imastisha.
Pahota cari rangichu.
Nyuka ga pahota ga charini.
Imata pasar.
Imata.
Chicken.
Wanyuk tambinga waya kuti.
She has the paho for curing, not for being sick.
Oh, she thought we were asking if she has the ability to cure paho?
Well, yeah, because that's called a paho also, the ability.
Oh, okay. What would be a good way to ask her if she became pahoed? You could say paho yashka tukuna or something like that.
Kan wawa oras paho yashka tukukangi.
Nyuka galinda, nyuka ga paho tukushkani imasti yaku pescadota mi kupi.
Wawa horas.
Wawa nyuka lulu kupagarishkashkai nyuka mamaga kai muta pescadota karashkauna. Chica nyaru yak tukusha pupu ismu ikallarishkani.
Kazi wanyu rangichu?
Nyakazi wanyushkani chiwi, nisha kuinta gara nyuka mama. Pupu manda nyarawa imanakaila lukshi kallarira nisha. Chita apa mama uhilya nishka ambi kagara nira nyuka mama.
Pichanawa.
Pichashkawasha imasti che rumi pulaya rumi. Chi pulaya rumita kanjasha chi pupu ismu shkai biga shitara nira kai lulu palanda imasti rupa chishkawan chi pulbuan rasha. Rupak shitasha. Chi ambinishka ganginisha kuintara dinu mana payashkak piga wanyushka mangima nigara uhila manashkak.
Oh no. Chimanda yapa yaki tukoni chasna pinzasha.
Pa mana tia imarani kutinya wanyushka imarani nyukanya.
Ima sami mundo nya kang ilyakpi.
Nya chasna wanyi imarani nyukanya lukshishka lulukuawa ak. Kimsa punja nya nyuka pagarishka manda kimsa punja ibichasna tukushkani. Chita nyuka mama kuinta gara chasa tukusha akta apa mama uhilya ambira kanda nisha.
Alimang kamba apa mama ima yachag warmi.
Shuka apa mama uhilya nishka. Ambiwashka. Chimanda kunan kausaw. Dino nya wanyushka nata.
Alimang. That was a good question, Charles. Let's see. Pita Shamura. Ashley? Oh, Jesus? Shamurangichu? Yeah, Pita Chari Shamura.
Pita Charimong.
Pita Chari
May
Shamura.
kang shamong.
Alma Chari Shamura.
Alma niya paktam.
Shukaya.
Shuka aya pag. Aya pagkataw.
Kamba apa mama uhilya ima yachag ima sabiru warmi chariara. Uhilya kamba yaya wa mama umama wa mama.
Mana shugriksishka apa mama mana nyuka ayo. Pero yacha guare miashka uhilya.
Uhilya. Oh, Ashley. Ashley Shamun kunan.
Oh na Ashley.
Kunan Ashley kutilyata Shamun.
Kulata sama.
Doktor Manda Shamushka nya nyukan chiwan nya.
Kote ko tanga.
Yeah. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
I'm so glad you're back with us. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was listening that whole time. I didn't get. Well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening that whole time. Yeah, I don't know. That it was supposed to be like a 30-minute little thing, and I was there for like 3 hours. So.
I'm so sorry that
Oof.
happened. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I am just waiting. My mom is picking me up because they don't want me to drive.
Are you
right
still
now,
at the
so I'm
doctor's
just
office
waiting for
then?
her.
So you're still at the doctor's office?
Yeah, I'm like in front of it, but I just went and sat in my car because my phone was dying, so I plugged it in.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being able to even be part of it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even had you do your presentation, given that you're not feeling well, but I guess my intuition told me that it would be okay. So I hope it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was fine. I wish that I could be more present, but I would love, I don't know, the recording, and maybe I
Yes,
can
of
re-listen
course.
to it and
Is there
transcribe
anything
them.
you'd like us to ask Belgica for you?
I don't think so. I couldn't follow along super well, so
That's okay.
I was trying to try to keep up, but I couldn't. But I would love a recording, and
Yeah, we will make it available to everybody.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Kunang ya amsa mana alichu. Paiba mama shamungarang paita apangao. Yeah.
May tatapaw.
Paiba kiking wasima.
May kikiwasi.
Yeah. Alitukungao.
Alito ko nga.
Ya kazi dismayashka shina tukushka.
Imaray ko.
Mana ya chanchi. Pobre.
Ay, laki tukushka.
Pero alitukunga. Pai sinji warmi man.
Sinji wari. Nyuka kwinta.
Kang quinta. Pumashina. Amarung paho tiang. Amarung paho. Amarung paho. Imagina ta amarung. Imata tukung wawa. Amarung paho hapiska.
Amarung paho tu kacasa kiwirisha wanyung karang wawa kanya kay piluriska shina.
Piluriska amarung shina nya. Ziridi nya.
Jam kiwirisha.
Pero ñuka muyarani may cambie Sa chay amarong ang sa birut sitang. Ichibi ang sa nanang kaibi, unguri.
Gracias, Toko. Sita, kairan di sitaw.
Amarong sitakpi, sita sang amarong pako.
Amarong paho, chiga. Amarong sitashka.
Aha. Pero amarong sitas ka ang amarong pako o mano?
Mana chiga mo. Mana paho siya chiga niya. Pay sitashka mo, amarong sitashka.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is. This Jesus, is that you? Because I'm getting some background noise and I'm not sure if it's Jesus or not. Let me see if I can just mute. Okay.
Yeah, but I wonder who is calling in there.
I don't know.
That's what we don't know.
Yeah. So whoever it is has
that person.
whoever it is has not identified him or herself. I'm assuming it's Jesus, but usually
I'm
he
going to
says.
remove the person because it could be just somebody crashing in.
Okay.
Mm.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, whoever it is, but we don't know who you are. Yeah.
What area code is 801?
801 is Utah.
Okay, then it's probably one of your students.
Yeah.
Is Jesus in Utah?
Yeah, I just muted him, so
Okay.
I think we should be okay now. Yeah. Yeah. So, wow, there's a lot of good stuff to come out of this today. Should we ask is there anything else you guys would like to ask about or would like us to ask about? You could say it in English and we could help you with it, or is there any topic we should cover? I feel like we've talked a lot about the pahos.
I want to ask her a couple of questions.
Go for it.
But just a second, I'm pulling up a short video that I wanted to ask her about, and I also want to ask her about the identity of a bird. So if you can think of a question just for a minute.
Okay. Okay. Belgica nya Thomas nya shuk video tariku chingarang kanda tapungao nya nyalya riku chingarang.
Yeah.
Kamba churi paho tukushka? Kamba churi
Nyukachuri, mana pahuyashka.
mana paho yashka.
Mana.
Hali mang sinji rona.
Asinjirona.
E konangya ali sinji.
Mana imas tokoshka.
Kurang karabanju kanelospi?
Canelospi tiao.
Escuela estudiasha.
Estudiasha tiao.
Ipai chunga iskun watayuk u chunga pusak iska watayuk.
Chunga kanjis.
Chunga kanjis. Shuk wata fishing nyuka u shushigona manda. Nyalya kazi pariolya pero shuk wata.
Chiguata fish. Iskun charing chunga iskun kamba sushi.
Nyalya paktang garang Septiembre kilay iskun chunga.
Chunga iskun right.
Chunga iskun disculpa wangi
Inda nyukachurias nya junio. 1 de junio nya chivi chunga iskun charingaro.
Nyalya pario.
Nya pariu chirai ku nya chiwa tale ishina non paigona.
1 de junio.
1 de junio.
Imo oras da tuku chingarang escuelata.
Chara gumang. Chara ishkai wata fishing.
Ishkai wata fishing. Are you ready, Todd?
I can ask one of the questions here, just about with the other one, just a minute.
Okay.
kind of loading slowly. I'm trying to get to her.
Belgica, Chagrangichu, Chagrangichu konang o mana chagrata charingi.
No kanya chagrayo man, lomo, palanda, chivilla, wiro, tia.
Wow.
Nunca te ascai.
Wow. Regalashka alpawang o kamba kiking alpa.
Paigona chi rigalas kalpa ni skaivi.
Ikamba wasi larwai, kamba chagra o nya purina man, kamba chagra.
Mana la ruai man nunca chagra.
Hali man. Kamba lomo pukushka konang o charak man.
Nya pukushka man.
Aswangichu, kamba
Nya
lomo.
aswani nyukaga.
Ali kausanata charingi.
Ali kausana man.
Kang mokungichu u asukarta churangi.
Mana nyukaga mukusha aswagmani.
Ali man.
Nyukanchi aswana man mukusha nya kan ya changi montalbu manda nya mukushkali aswagmanchi.
Ali tayachani. Yeah. So I'm asking her if she has her own chagra, and she does. It's right next to her house. Does she make aswa? And she does. Does she masticate the aswa? And she does. She doesn't just add sugar, which is what some people do nowadays. So she's managing to, you know, to do some pretty traditional things still. Yeah. Kamba chagrai nya yapa hattung chang u ichilya chagramang.
Ichilya chagramang mana ya pato.
Kamba chag nya ruyata kuchurangi chagrangao.
Inda.
Imagina te kuchurangi nya motosierawang.
Mana sauliwan kuchurangi. Ichilya nayalya ruya mana.
Sauli.
Okay, well. I'm afraid.
Not working?
Yeah, I'm just going to show another thing, ask her another question.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to share my screen. And wait a minute. Here, I don't want to share this yet. You can't see anything yet, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let me see here. I can share this. Share screen. Share.
Here we go.
Belka may kang nyanka. Kay Rikongi? Kay Yana? Oh, a ver.
Anga guna?
Nyanka nene. A ver.
Yoshina.
Acá ve. Kay ang nyanka o yapayana ang kain? Siname?
Kaiga mianka man. Kaiga mianka.
Kay kilyo. Mianka. Anya.
Kaiga tsala mianka man.
Kay ka nga tsala mianka.
Kay man tsala mianka.
Kay.
Mana riku chura ni chimang tsala mianka.
Nya.
Shuka muriti mianka chiga puka nyaviu man kasnala talata puka nyaviu.
Aha. Sila kay ang mianka, kicking mianka.
Kicking mianka. Tsala mianka.
Tsala mianka. Yeah. Y kay cuenta kangi, su cuento cuenta kangi kay pisnia su runa mana, o sea, pisnia warmi rechazashka su runara y pay mianka tukuka. Kay mianka?
Chimang miyanka.
Ay, ya. Y siuka ima piskuan siuka.
Siuka ga chiga kasnala tarikubre lagami mas atong mas imasti agan. Uma paiba uma kasna imasti mentanyes kanya uspa naya uma yuang.
Pero siyan buitre o
Buitre man chiga.
Illawanga?
Chita maya ulawanga.
Siuka ang Illawanga. Ay, ay, ay. Alima. Y kano awaska rariksingi kano awaska?
Nda
Chita ang tuberculosis remedio o shuk?
kanwa waska. Mana kanwa waska ga shu maga remedio waska kuna.
Si remedio waska ima shuti chiwaska.
Shuka sapuaska ni wanchiga.
Sapu waska. Y si sapu waska sinalyara tuberculosis ambicheng y sinalyara amawawa yangawa. Sapu waska.
Sapuaska.
Yeah.
Is it sapa or sapo?
Sapo. Sapo waska. Yeah, those were questions I had from videos.
Is that a birth control remedy, sapawaska?
Sapo waska, but I think it stops fertility for good.
Oh.
So if you've had a number of children and you don't want to have any more children, sapawaska nya upik piga warmi upik piga nya surai nya mana wawayanga mana hamas nya mas.
Wawayanga me pero unaima mana chirato.
Yeah.
Ashka taupisha chiga vinya isakinga. Ang sala taupisha ga chiga charinga ram pero unaima mana chirato.
Unaima, y más na unaima ya después de 1 año, 2 años. O...
Después de 3 años, 4 años, chafna, o sea, charinga, mana pero chirato.
Did you get that, Charles and Ashley? So she's saying that there's a type of a plant called sapo or frog. Waska means vine. And if you drink it, if you drink a little bit of it, you could prevent yourself from being able to have a baby for 2-3 years. But if you drink a lot of it, it could prevent you from having children forever.
Chita pipi nya warmi sami nya mana samung.
Shamunga chafna ulaita mana wiksayanga. Shamunga chiga mana imas.
I kari upikpi? Pai mana charanata mana ushangachu?
Chita yangas mana warmi upigashkauna mana kari.
So these fertility medicines are for women, not for men. I was wondering.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot else here.
Okay.
Since
I don't think we have much else either. I don't know where I wish Jesus could have chimed in a little, but I'm not even sure he's on. And poor Ashley wasn't herself today, so I think we could probably end a little bit early. But let's all thank Belgica and express our gratitude to her for coming on such short notice. Belgica, ashka pagarachu.
Nyama ni mamanda.
Yeah. Ashkata yacha chirangi, yachachi guarme.
Manju, Janis, manju yanga ansa quintangi Belgica kai kunatias kai kan moltalbo rinamanda.
Yeah, quintashun. So Charles and Ashley and Jesus, if you're on, you guys can you guys can go get some lunch or something, and Belgica and I and Todd are gonna talk for a few minutes. But I'll make the recording available for our next class, and we'll talk about. I'll assign you some sections to transcribe. Okay.
Lima.
Okay. So.
Pagaracho Belgica.
Yan,
Ali
ano
chachi
naman
mangi.
na- Pagracho.
Ega ma.
Kaya gama.
Somebody's still on.
I'm just gonna remove him.
Okay. Oh, you can just do that, huh? Awesome.
Yeah. Bélgica, bueno, nunca se mungraron en 22 de mayo, chipura. Ansa, y arine, chive, su iski, profesor, ringaronche. Y
Nya?
Susi Elizabeth, ringaronche, que paremos.
Na.
Sinakpi, kan munakpi, o kan muchacha, acompañamos.
Nya, nyo kausyan
Yang Elizabeth Munang ansa sina filmanara, kanda entrevistanara, sina. Y chihuasha, nyukanchi, estima del yuxikpi, yuxingaranchi más o menos 30 de mayo, sina. Chihuasha, Janis Shamunga y, bueno, pai cuentanga, pero ansa Munang, Montalvo Rinar y Nuckolls y Arinchi Machari Nuckolls Elizabeth acompañanga. Ansa cuentan gichi Janis Chimanda ima plan de charingi.
Ya Belgica nya nyuka markashka wawata nya yuyarisha nyuka wakasha nya yakirisha tiauni Fabiolata. Yakisha Tiani, Antonia, Irmata, Tukui amiga gunata Yakisha Tiani, Paya, Papai visitanata, Pasinata Munani, pero nya manjauni,
Imaraiko.
Yuka Sapalya, Rinata manjauni.
Mana manjay bakchangi kutikanda gachapa unguna michima. Rikunata si muna na paiguna was ni naura. Shamu siya pasiak shamu chung imangawa tanyo kanchita mana pas yang ini naura yang gascita ya.
Paiguna nyuka nya kunang nya apa shina rikurisha tukusha paimana nyukata nya mana chigningarang nyukata nya. Kita chang mana jane shang mana paita riksinichu.
Ay mana, paiguna nya chapa una ora yaki una ora mikanda imashamuk piga rikunata munanchi vi nyai chingarish kamang ni naura. Dahil una ora mi. Mana chas na ningaw na cho.
Kang kompanya nata nyukata I Elizabeta ushangichu nyukanchi.
Inda nyuka kamana nya ima tas charinichu nyuka ushani.
Pagarachu. Chimanda nya kanoai ringao I kamba turi David chari nya nyukanchi apanata ushanju.
Ushami masti ima taya kai kang markashka ushushiwa kariwas nya kanuayu gang paiwas aliura sa pakshamunata ushan nyuka nya shimita kachakpi ima punjarai kunikpi nya nyukanchi pirtui bichapagrikpi nya pakshamunata ushan pai.
Cierto? Alemán. Chimanda, nyuka pensarani nya shuk semana pasana chaipi. Ushangima.
Inda ushani nyuka shuk semana pasanga mana imas chan.
Nya kushito kuni.
Mana manimas chan nya pasirna ta ushanchi purisha nya chimanda bulta monoshanchi.
Y David Usanga pai wakanora charing ang sa kanelos musamunga apamungawa.
Osyang David bas, osyang nyaku ng kanwata wingla charinaw.
Motor canoa.
Motor kanwata peke-peke ta charinaw.
Imas na oras yaku mana yapakta chakirik pe imas na oras unayang montal mo pagtangaw.
Montal mo mapagtangga ka yaku ashka akpiga nya. Paktak tarinata usyanchi, yaku ashka akpi. Mana yaku ashka akpiga chaupi punyo siya chimanda kayan di niya paktanga usyanchi.
Yeah. I machari yanga paiguna munakga usangichi pusangak nya kili yakumanda ka ka usashka lugar achor partim.
Ima kapirnama. Ilda. Chimanda runata nipis nyuka primos tiang o sino nyuka prima wa kariwas nya peke-peke yuang y masti bote tacharinau mayoría chitartimanda. Konang boyata paiguna boyata randi china ora chiwang nya maikan usha ga canoa de fibra randishka charinau.
Balsa katukpi.
Balsa kulkiwang randishka ona paiguna randichita. Yaku puringaños.
Belgica, yaku, mana ashka yaku tiak pinya pambarishka to konchima?
Ndaya, imasti yapa chakishka akpiga rumiwi manali, wairashina pasa shariba gaga.
Maika kano amanda luxinara tukong nya.
Pero kay kunang kano de fibrawang nya mana luxina tukong nya. Rinang lami.
Rinalia.
Che ali kuska kanoawang mi sikari gagara kunang kanoa de fibrawang mana sikari naunje.
Sinakpi yaku chakishkakpi
Rinalia usan mana imas.
Sinakpi imas naranalia o fibra de o canoa de motor.
Canoa de fibrawang más mayoría purinao. Más pangalang.
Ajá. Y chita piedra yaku chakirikpi manusang purina chi fibra va.
Nya alemang mana chakishkakpis purina alemang canoa de fibrawang.
Y chaupi viaje tuta pigpega mayra puñono.
Nya paiguna charinaun chipuri kuna garixish kata maybi puñungawa sakiringawa.
Playa.
Playa ibidino garuna wasi tiak peruna wasi sakirisha punyusha nya irai kuna.
Imas na orang Sarayaku pagtanggawa. Sarayaku ang chaupi viaje o man?
Sarayaku taga pasag lemano yang gas chishi asha Sarayaku ibiga sakirina tosha no chishi na yainya lukshisha a las 2 de la tarde lukshisha Sarayaku ibiga sakirina tosha no dino kanya nyau panaya ta lukshisha kaimanda a las 3 de la mañana nyaringa kalyarisha chay mañana pacta no a las 6 de la tarde nya moretevi.
Pero 3 de la mañana puyo manda luxeno.
Puerto manda ya imasti chalu ayaku nishka manda.
Yeah. 3 de la mañana.
Suni punja.
Sonia punja rina mangarima ga.
Y machari las 8, las 9, chi manda Puerto manda luxik pega.
Ya pues pega nya pakta na lemang las 8 erishas.
Ya. Porque yo carikupi.
Pero kunang oras kanya yapa unday tiang yapa tamia mangkaima. Mayo kilata chahnale tatamian garang kaima yapa tamia chiga nya.
Yeah.
Yako ashka.
Yo carikupi y harina manda luxenga chari 6:30, 7 de la mañana. Y diga y machari harina manda camioneta irikpega iski ora o iski ora chaupi paktanga Puerto Masina. Chinakpi imachari las 9:30.
Nya imasti chas na riu siya ka nya pai aku nish ka oraso ngari na tukunga koti mana pai amo gunalya riu siya ta ringao na koti shogo apa siya riu siya ang chipa ya sky nya ri na to siya nga.
Porque nyo karikupi kan que para me acompañar piga Elizabeth Pasringa que si manda Luxisha si nya chamo punja nya kutiliara nya Rina Canelosmo y no sé cara mana ya chani Janis manju y harina pactanga o pai monasha acompañando que paremos pero man pero yo creo que la 1 de junio ya chamunga
Mana ushaipak. Ya. Nyuka yapari kunata munani, pero kai viejo chari mana paktanga. Lugar mana paktanga chu. Kai viejo Montalvo, Pucayaco. Kachitama chari. Riksingichu Kachitama?
Nya kachitama konang kachitama ibi nya shiviar guna alpa tukushka kachitama.
Ah, cierto. Yaupa Ventura Malaco Paiba Tambo Mashka.
Che pai tambo akta konang nya mana tambo pai guna raiku nya mana sakirishka.
Kunang Nashi Uyar.
Shiviar ba alpa tukushka.
Limang. Y kunang pita kausang Ventura Wasipi. Pucayacoy.
Pucayacoy, mana piwas.
Mana piwas. Y Teresa mana tianju chaipi.
Teresa pero yo partí que un chilaita pero yo partí.
Chilaroy.
Chilaroy.
Ya, Nyaupa-shina. Pero mana Camila mana tianju paiba mama.
Camila stia un chimalata.
Y Dilvia?
Delvia kai tiang te sulaibi.
Y Mónica?
Mónica chimalata tiang.
Y Giovanni Wanyora manachu.
Giovanni Wanyushkamang. Giovanni Wanyushkamang, Plinius Wanyushkamang.
Y Shumir?
Shumir ga kausau.
Teresa Wachuri manachu.
Shumir ga kausau.
Ay, y Silvia Shelby tiang manachu Silvia. Teresa wa Ushushi.
Shelby.
Y Irma, yapa paitariku natamonani.
Irma ga tiang.
Masna wawayu kunang.
Ashka wawayu.
Hiushina.
Hiushina ashka wawayu.
Manachu skolya.
Man. Ashka man. Nyapa iba ushushi was. Nya Irma wa ushushi chusku wawayu man.
Oh my. Wow. Irma, apa mama man?
Apa mama tukushka man Irma. Ushushi mandas nya apa mama man.
Yuka mana charak mana apa mama chari.
Mana apa mama.
Apa sina di kurengi pero charak mana apa mama chani.
Mana apa mama.
Nuckolls siapa tamal tamani cara mana.
Mana apa ya.
Tercera edad que quiera aquí llega. Mana.
Apa ya di tanah tadi.
Nieto charikpi nya
Apa ya yang
rato nya yura akchar yuksenga.
Ecuador bicara manaruya yukshinata munaule tanya apa mama tarak manau.
Belgica kan ganawangarangi.
Chasna pokona.
Kan bachuri nyau pa charinga nya su usi su churi chari nyuka.
Apa mama toko siya.
Kang apa mama tukunata monangichu.
Nukas mana zasle pokonta munanja apa mama.
Mana zasya.
Mana. Nya nyuka tupu ata yukuna nya kaima nya apa mama muilya nau.
Cierto.
Nyuka tupu ata nya apa mama ta nya rashka nau ushushi guna pisha churi guna pisha nya wawayasha nya apa mama tarashka shugu nya nyuka pariu ata nau mai kang chari unguna nya pichka nieto chusku nieto chasna nya chari unguna.
Masna watayu kmang Irma.
Mana yachani masna watata chari.
Mana yachangi.
Mana yachani.
Yukas mana yachanichu. Yuka nyaupa purina horas nyuka pensarani. 13 años de charing, pero mana acertaranichu. Chimanda shuknya Hector Tiagara, shuk Hector, Marcelo, Ashka wawagon. Nya shinasha Ashka pagarachu Belgica kunanya Draikaiwang chari wan yongi. Nya Rosetta mikungi. Nyuka ringa mirauni nya wasima mikungao. Nyuka nyaraikai wan yuni.
Ay, kuna wala.
Ashka pagarachu. Ashka. Todd, I was just thanking Belgica, and I'm gonna push off to my house now and get some lunch. But Ashka pagarachu Thomas Kangwas.
Nya, alime. Ashka pagarachu Janis y bueno, Belgica kan munakpi machari almorsangi munasha ansa chi video wakatingi chi. Nya. Alime sinakpi nya ansa mas chi punjo nai nya pakta chi horas paktakpi ansa kutlera cuenta cara ni kabiak manda. Asirtana ima punja ikona sen. Pero imasna komunikangi che shiwi argunawa kapirna. Paiguna charino un radio imasna
Radio charina radio ang kuintana ko siya may kawang imasti apaksamu ini siya rimanata munasya ka nyoka punang punja radio Marisha chi las 10 de la mañana nya kailaya chiruna ni siya rimakpi pai kailaya pirimakpi nya ima punjaray ko akpi nya pa apaksamu ka.
Y chimarikpi ga piwa wasi punyo na kamba tiyo wasi o piwa itara charing wasita.
Nyuka kari wa paiba masha was nya wasita charing atung wasi.
Yeah.
Nyuka achiwak pinishas nyuka achiwak hiyang wasi.
Yeah. Sinakpi chita yaringaranchi ali plan darangaranchi nya chip punjo na nya paktapi. Ya. Sinakpi ashka pagaracho chana si nyukas kaimandanza despidingarane y
Ashka pagarachu Todd, Ashka pagarachu Belgica. Ciao. Ya, shuksemana gama.
Nya shuk semana gama. Pagaracho.
Saluda pangi nyuka kumarita. Nyuka kashka churita kang paiguna tarikusha saluda pangi nyuka mana.
Nya kayang garau ni kaya siya chasna mira ni siya kointasya.
Aleman. Pagarachu. Ciao.
Ciao.